Hey guys, it's Emma here from Cruising Isn't Just for Old People. I spend my whole life telling people that cruising isn't formal dining, it isn't set dress codes, you don't have to share a table with strangers and learn to ballroom dance, and most of the time that is true, but I cruised with Cunard last year. I'm probably the least likely person that would cruise with Cunard, but I actually really quite enjoyed it. So to find out what I thought about my week on board the Queen Victoria, keep watching. The entertainment on Cunard was so funny. They did a show which was about, I think it was about movies from the black and white days until present day. And present day stopped at ABBA. I'm not even kidding. They think that present day is ABBA. And ABBA's way before I was born. So my whole life just doesn't exist to the average Cunard passenger, which is kind of funny, I think. They also have a DJ called DJ Graham, which I think sums things up pretty well. Not slacking off DJ Graham. I'm sure he was brilliant. I didn't go and see him, but DJ Graham, party. The Cunard ships themselves are really gorgeous. There's little pieces of artwork and history everywhere. They're really traditional. I love the look of the ships from the outside. I love the look of the ships from the inside. They're really pretty. And they are so quiet. I've never been on a cruise ship which was so quiet. It was so creepy. I'm used to being on like NCL where there's kids running around, there's activities going on all day, every day from the morning to the evening, and that doesn't happen on Cunard. Cunard is relaxing, so relaxing. We would go down and have a drink in the evening and you could sit in the bar for 20 minutes without seeing another person. I have films that I've made of just me filming nothing because I couldn't believe that no one was there. Where is everyone? I don't know. The dress code on Cunard is strict. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. The formal nights you have to dress like you're going to a prom or a wedding, and they do have informal nights, but the only difference really between a formal night and an informal night is that men can take off their bow tie and their jacket when they're having dinner. I'm not even sure if you can take off your jacket. You can take off the bow tie. Yeah. That's the main thing that I think would put people off cruising with Cunard is the set dining and the set dress code. You do have to sit at a set table at a set time with people. We were in a group of 4, so we didn't have to sit with any strangers, which is my worst nightmare. The food was really good actually, but I found out that they have free room service, which was a massive, like a lifesaver when I couldn't be bothered to get on my fancy dress. There were so many times we had room service on the balcony, which was really nice. It was so yummy. The food generally on Cunard was really nice, but it was like fancy food, and it tends to be the fancier the food, the smaller the portions, which is really nice, but it doesn't fill me up. All I wanted by the end of it was a really big burger, and I found one on the room service menu, which was brilliant. I had a big burger and a piece of chocolate cake on the balcony as we were sailing out of Montenegro. So nice. The other thing about the dress code is that it is ship-wide after 6, and I went a whole week without wearing jeans in the evening, which was a bit of a struggle. I know for some people that's not a problem at all, but for me, I'm pretty lazy, so. I think the only places you can go where you're not dressed up are in the buffet. So you really can't wander around the ship if you're not in your glad rags and looking absolutely gorgeous. It was nice to have the dress code, it was nice to get dressed up and have pictures taken, but I think a week was about the limit for me, just for the amount you have to pack. I love packing light, and you cannot do that on a Cunard cruise because you need to have your fancy dresses and your jackets and your shrugs and your bow ties and your sandals and heels and clothes for the day as well. The laundry was free, which is brilliant. I don't normally like to do laundry when I'm on a cruise, but when you've got so many formal nights, it's inevitable you're going to have to iron something or do something like that. So it's nice that is free. I can't believe I forgot to mention afternoon tea. Afternoon tea was amazing. Literally my highlight of my Cunard cruise. It was so yummy. We went pretty much every day. It was hard to fit in another meal between lunch and dinner, but we managed it. They have a partnership with Twinings, and I enjoyed Twinings peppermint tea, which is my favourite. So many sandwiches and so many cakes. It was amazing. Do not miss afternoon tea if you cruise with Cunard. I would cruise with Cunard again just for the afternoon tea. It was so yummy. The dress code was tiring after a while. I don't think I'd want to do more than a week. But for a week cruise, I would definitely cruise with Cunard again. It was so relaxing. I came off that ship beyond relaxed. If I was any more laid back, I would be horizontal. I would recommend a cruise with Cunard, which has surprised me. Cunard are not trying to aim their market at 23-year-old girls. They're trying to aim them at the older people like my gran. My gran loves Cunard. But I really actually enjoyed it. I would go back and cruise with Cunard again. What Cunard do, they do really well. if that makes any sense. They do formal dining really well, and they do dress codes really well. They do the whole traditional cruising thing really well, and if that's what you want, you'll love Cunard. I'm going on 3 cruises in the next year. I've got one in 44 days, which is on board the Independence of the Seas, and it's my first Royal Caribbean cruise. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be bringing you ship tours and cabin tours and port tours, and I'm sure a really funny video of me falling off the flow rider. I'm already nervous. If you have any tips, please let me know, but please subscribe to that. It will be hilarious. I think that's it from me this time, so until next time, goodbye. When you go on a Cunard cruise, Cunard cruise. Ugh.